Let's discuss this question next. What does the question say? Prove the following in 11th. Question number 11th, what does it say? We have cos of 3 pi by 4 plus x minus cos of 3 pi by 4 minus x in the LHS, and that is supposed to be equal to something. How do we go about proving this one? Let's take a look at this. This is a relatively pretty simple question. What do we have? We have cos of 3 pi by 4 plus x and cos of 3 pi by 4 minus x. There's not much we can do with both this by combining these. Can we do something with combining this? Yes. We can combine them together by something called transformation. So what is the result that I want to use over here? I can use cos C minus cos D. Cos C minus cos D. This is one angle C. This is another angle D. This is one approach that I am using over here. This is cos C. Let's use cos C minus cos D is equal to, that will be equal to 2 sine C plus D by 2 and sine, you can write it as C minus D by 2 and introduce a minus over here, or we can take that minus inside and write it as sine of D minus C by 2. So if you are familiar with C minus D by 2, I'll write a minus over here. This is one version, minus 2 times sine of C plus D by 2, sine of C minus D by 2. This is one formula. And first, let us take a look at this question using this approach. Okay, let's do it. What do we have? In the LHS, we have cos of 3 pi by 4 plus x minus cos of 3 pi by 4 minus x. This is what we have. Okay, let's observe this angle as C and this angle is D. Let's observe this angle as C and this angle is D. This is cos C minus cos D, which will become minus 2 sine C plus D by 2. What is that? 3 pi by 4 plus x plus 3 pi by 4 minus x whole divided by 2. That's one thing. What else? Next you have sine of C minus D by 2. Now what is C minus D? C minus D is this angle minus this angle. So this will be 3 pi by 4 plus x minus 3 pi by 4, and you'll have minus of minus x, which will become plus x whole divided by 2. This is what it simplifies to. What else? This minus 2 remains as it is. This becomes x gets cancelled. This is 3 pi by 4, 3 pi by 4, which will add up to 3 pi by 2. By another 2 would be actually 3 pi by 8. Sorry, 3 pi by 4. This is sine of 3 pi by 4. What is that equal to? 3 pi by 4 gets cancelled. X plus x is 2x. 2x upon 2 will be x. So this is sine of x over here. Right? Those are the angles. So we have reached a stage where we have sine x, yes, and we have some sine, right? And can we find the value of this? This is sine 3 pi by 4, which can be done as sine of pi minus pi by 4, right? Using allied angles, this can be written as sine of pi minus pi by 4. Okay, and the value can be easily found, right? This is sine of pi minus pi by 4 times sine x. Minus 2 times sine of pi minus pi by 4 would be actually equal to sine pi by 4, right? Plus sine pi by 4, and sine pi by 4 is actually 1 by root 2. This is 1 by root 2. This is sine x. What will this convert to? This is minus root 2 times sine x, and yes, this is my RHS as can be observed over here. Is that all? Yes, that's the proof. Complete proof. Now we can have another approach of solving this question. We could have another approach of solving this question, that is by simply expanding this using ideas of cos of a plus b. Cos of a plus b would be equal to cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. This here would convert to cos of a minus b, which is cos a cos b plus sin a sin b, and we can use that idea as well to solve this question. So let us take a look at the method 2 for solving this. So method 2, what does it say? LHS can be simply expanded, right? This will be cos of 3 pi by 4 plus x, and this here is cos of 3 pi by 4 minus x. By the way, if you may recall, you can use another identity, but I'm just using the direct approach over here. This is cos of 3 pi by 4 cos x minus sin 3 pi by 4 sin x, right? What is this expression? This expression is minus this, right? So minus of what you have is cos a cos b, which is cos 3 pi by 4 times cos x, okay? And see this carefully, this is cos a cos b plus sin a sin b. You have a minus, so this becomes minus cos a cos b, and again minus of sin 3 pi by 4 sin x. This is what you get. Right? Is that simple? Yeah. So these terms, as you can see, this term get cancelled, and what you have is these are similar terms, so it becomes minus 2 sine 3 pi by 4 times sin x. And after this, yes, this stage, and in the previous method also we reached this stage. After this, we simply wanted to simplify this sine 3 pi by 4 using allied angles concept. This is minus 2 sine of 3 pi by 4 can be done as pi minus pi by 4 times sin x. This is what you get. Minus 2 is okay. Sine of pi minus pi by 4 is sine pi by 4, which is 1 over root 2. This is sin x. Okay, and yes, this becomes minus square root of 2 times sin x, which is my RHS. And that's the complete proof of this question, which is my RHS. And yes, this is the complete proof for this question over here.